And what does that mean to you to finish your, well, not finish, but kind of conclude your career at IU here recently home?
I think it's a special opportunity. I'm sure there have been a lot of seniors who wanted to have their final Big Ten competition at least at home. I mean, it's going to mean a lot for my body. I could rest a little bit more, less travel lag. So I'm going to take all the positives that come with it and just use this week as a good, building block for a good tournament.
Coach talked a lot about your leadership role. Have you used that at all to kind of prep the new guys for Big Ten championships? Some of the freshmen like Skatska who haven't wrestled in the Big Tens yet.
Well, I tried to. I mean, yesterday me and Skatska got in individually and worked, and he's feeling good. And it's easy to push guys who want to get better. So I think this year I've really emerged as a leader more so than last year. And it wasn't intentionally, but guys have came to me more with cares and concerns and things like that. So, I'm open to that role and taking it on. And it's been great, to go on along with my final year, like being able to build, healthy relationships with different guys. So yeah.
You've been talking about how it's been a process all season long. Is it a good feeling that time is finally here, where the process is now it's kind of go time, if you will, to go get it?
Yeah, I mean, you wait for this all year. You look forward to it, and when you get there, you don't want to be underprepared. So it's just been about making sure I'm putting my best foot forward every practice and continue to push. It's almost here. It's still not here, so it's still plenty of opportunity to get better. And for the guys who their season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, this is a great opportunity to turn it around. Everybody's 0-0 heading into this postseason, and I think it's just an awesome opportunity to move forward and get to the national tournament. A lot of guys will be getting there for the first time, and we should have a lot of guys representing IU there this year. So.
This is your fourth time at the Big Ten tournament. What sort of challenge does a tournament like this against a field like this bring?
It's just another tournament, honestly. There was a lot of tough guys in my weight class, and it's all about micromanaging what you can and turning matches into your matches. There are a lot of guys who want to wrestle at their pace, and if you can dictate your pace, you'll have a lot of success in this sport, especially at this level. So, in a tournament like this where it's a lot of grind, and that mentality, you can't really get caught up in that. It's more taking each match as an individual match and advancing in the tournament. So.
Speaking to your weight class, not so much the rankings that are coming in, but you have wrestled almost all of these guys in the weight class in your career. Is that sort of familiarity going to lead to some pretty interesting matchups over the weekend?
Hopefully not too interesting. I look to separate myself a little bit more. I've had ups and downs against all these guys, and I think it's a great opportunity to show how far I've come, and I like where I stand in there. So this is a great showcase. So all of the wrestlers are great showmen at my weight class as far as talent and openness. So hopefully you'll see a lot this weekend and really be impressed with the weight class. And I look to be on top of it at the end.
Personally, for you, how does just being able to host a tournament, sleep in your own bed at your own house, what does that do for you and your family as instead of being on the road traveling for a tournament?
Well, my family has been traveling all year, so it takes a lot of pressure off of them. We always have to figure out what's going to happen or whatever, and then when I leave, I'm gone, and I just have to have faith that they're going to, get down there. And they've done it all year. So they're staying, like my mom and dad are coming. They're staying at my house, and my sister is coming, staying at my house. People from all over are coming and staying at my house, so it's going to be a packed house. We're actually, as a team, staying in a Holiday Inn or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I think for them it'll be a good experience just to be able to relax and be at ease and not worry about how much everything's going to cost at the end. And it takes that burden off them so they can save their money for nationals.
Yeah.
How does wrestling in the Big Ten, best conference in the country, make you a better wrestler?
This country really prepares you for the prize at the end of the year. No tournament in the country other than the Big Ten tournament really simulates the physical and mental grind of the national tournament. And I feel like it does a great job of simulating that. And even the guys who don't do as well as they want here, in a couple weeks they can achieve greatness there on that stage. So I think just for me, it's really helped me realize that, I need to get better if I want to be at the top of this conference. And then if you're on the top of this conference, more times than not, you're going to be at the top of the country. So. Yeah.
And obviously, you want to be a Big Ten championship. But other than
Yes.
that, how do you measure success for this weekend?
Just being open and wrestling hard and not holding anything back. I don't measure success in wins and losses. Of course, I want to. I've worked really hard, and I think I deserve to be the champion. But if that doesn't happen, I think there's still a lot to be gained in this tournament. And as long as I make those adjustments and go into nationals, this could be a very successful week, regardless of me being a champion or not.